Is gluten dangerous if you're on a gluten-free diet? Imagine eating a meal and wondering if that tiny crumb could cause trouble. If you're on a gluten-free diet, you might ask yourself, is gluten dangerous for me? Well, let's find out. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. It gives bread and pasta their chewy texture and helps baked goods hold together. For most people, gluten is harmless. But for those with certain health conditions, it can be a problem. People with celiac disease have an immune reaction when they eat gluten. This reaction damages the small intestine, making it hard to absorb nutrients. Symptoms can include bloating, fatigue, joint pain, and diarrhea. For these individuals, even tiny amounts of gluten can cause harm. Then there are people with gluten sensitivity. They don't have celiac disease but still experience symptoms like stomach pain, headaches, or tiredness after eating gluten. For them, avoiding gluten helps prevent discomfort. If you're following a strict gluten-free diet, gluten should not be part of your daily intake. That means checking food labels carefully and avoiding cross-contamination. Gluten can hide in sauces, processed foods, and even some medications. Even small traces can cause issues for sensitive individuals. For those without gluten-related health problems, gluten isn't dangerous. It is safe to eat gluten-containing foods. But for people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, gluten can cause serious health issues. That's why avoiding it is essential for their well-being. Living gluten-free also means paying attention to nutrition. Many gluten-containing grains like wheat are good sources of iron, fiber, and B vitamins. When you cut out gluten, you need to find other ways to get these nutrients. Choosing naturally gluten-free foods like fruits, vegetables, meats, and gluten-free grains can help. Some gluten-free processed foods may contain additives like gums or emulsifiers. These can sometimes affect gut health, so it's best to eat whole and processed foods when possible. Remember, accidental gluten exposure can happen even with the best intentions. Cross-contamination in kitchens or restaurants is common. That's why reading labels and asking questions when eating out are important steps. In summary, gluten is only dangerous if you need to avoid it due to health reasons. For others, it is a safe part of a balanced diet. If you are on a gluten-free diet, the main goal is to prevent gluten from entering your body to avoid symptoms and intestinal damage. Being mindful of your food choices and understanding where gluten might hide helps you stay safe and healthy.